talk about, and let's waste no time in getting into what's happening out in England. Well, Shane, good day it is to you, my good sir. We spoke last week about Manchester City, Arsenal. City under pressure, of course, in playing catch-up. Away at Fulham, and Fulham have come up with a surprise result or two in recent times, but City cruised through them. 4-0 the scoreline there.
Yeah, easy game for them, you know, at the end of the day. But no games are easy, but it turned out to be that way. Yeah, Fulham have been so hot and cold, blown all over the place. You know, win one, go lose a few more. But City got the job done, very professional, and got 4-0. That's a big victory for them. Remember, for goal difference as well, that's a big thing.
We wondered whether they'd be able to do the business again against Tottenham Hotspur in what was two tough matches out in London. Again, they keep a clean sheet and walk away 2-0 winners against Tottenham.
That was the big thing, keeping the clean sheet. You know, a very scrappy game.
Yeah.
If you watch the game, it doesn't matter how you win, as long as you win. But for me, the keeper got injured. He got a bad knock to the face. He was very upset coming off, but the boy that came in, different class. I mean, straight away pulled off two great saves, kept him in the game, and that's the difference. You know, you're replacing a world-class keeper with a world-class keeper. A big difference, you know.
Sure.
So, as I said, scrappy game. But at the end of the day, they got the job done. That's all they had to do was get the results. And all those Erland, Haaland haters, I mean, once again, you know, he did nothing in the game basically but scored 2 goals.
Two important
goals.
Do you want?
Well, what more do you want?
Two very important goals that could win them the championship.
Exactly.
Coming into the season.
I don't mind having a player team playing for me that does nothing but scores goals.
Sure.
What a pleasure.
Yeah, now Arsenal, they had a tough fixture, and I only say tough because of the rivalry between these two sides, not necessarily because of the form United have been in over the last few years. But Arsenal, again, walk away 1-0 winners. Not quite so easy, but they get the job done.
But if you look at history and head-to-heads, Arsenal have struggled that when they've gone to Old Trafford. And to get a result like that, I think it's the first time in many a year that they've won there. It just shows you how they've changed, where they come from. I mean, years gone by, they would have just petered out and end up being a draw, but they got the result, 1-0. Good luck to them, you know. They're taking the fight to the wire, which is a good thing for us.
Now, we have to talk about this quickly. Aston Villa trying to get into a top 4 position. We know Tottenham lost. Aston Villa going to join an entertaining game against Liverpool. 6 goals they served up, 3-3 the scoreline.
Very good game. Once again, I watched that game. Liverpool gave it away at the end, but a good result for Villa, which now puts them in their 4th spot. They're safe in it, definitely in it. But for Liverpool, you know, it's just been their season, exactly that. You know, missed chances, not defending well. You know, good luck. But end of the day, it's an entertaining game. I loved every minute of it. I mean, 2 good teams, and Villa got the job done. Well done to them.
Now, we know the 3 teams that came in at the start of the season, they all would have had one mission, try and stay in the top flight of English football. All 3 of them have found the going tough. Luton, Burnley, Sheffield, all of them are on their way back down to the lower division. Your thoughts on their seasons? Yeah,
unfortunately for them, that happened. Sheffield, you know, it just weren't good enough. It's simple as that. Burnley, for me, they made the mistake of bringing in too many youngsters that have got futures going forward. You needed something to be kept in there, and it showed right at the end of the season. They hit the form with those youngsters coming to the fore a little bit too late. Luton, on the other hand, were a little bit unlucky. You know, they fought well. They had a number of players. I think both those teams will bounce straight back. To be very honest with you, Burnley and Luton. I think they'll go down and come back straight away if they keep their squads. That's the big thing. If.
Talking about bouncing straight back, Leicester City is back from a season in the lower division, quite impressively, of course, coming first in the season, beating Ipswich Town by just 1 point. So these are sides that have been there in the past that come back, of course, to rub the shoulders with the very best in England.
I'm so glad that Leicester's back, you know. They were
add value.
A huge club. They add value. I think they're going to learn their lesson from what happened, and they'll stay up, but they're not going to be one of those sides that come up and then go straight down. I think they'll be there, and they'll give a lot of the big teams, a fright this coming season. And also Ipswich, you know, brilliant to see them back. We used to have a couple of players that played for Ipswich, South African players. So it's nice to see them back. You know, it's good to see them back in the Premier League.
You and I said it's going down to the wire as early as January. Here we are in May, and we're moving towards the end of the season now. Game to go. Arsenal up against Everton. Arsenal at home. City will be at home to West Ham United. I think it's quite telling that both these sides are playing at home, but both of them with some difficult fixtures coming up here.
It is a difficult fixture. You know, for Everton, they can just go out and enjoy it. If I was the manager, Everton coach, I'd say, just boys, go out and enjoy it. You're safe. You can't get relegated. Go give them a fright and go just give it at your all. You know, have fun. Last game of the season. On the other hand, you got Man City playing against West Ham.
Yeah, and West Ham have a little bit of incentive to do Arsenal a favour. Yeah,
if Arsenal win the league, Declan Rice, they've got to pay $5 million extra for him.
Yeah, Arsenal to West Ham.
Yeah. So for West Ham, that's got it. Moyes, his last game in charge of West Ham. So everything to play for. You know, City are under pressure. It's a good time to go out there and just have a go and have a full go at them, put them under pressure early on, and you never know what'll happen. You might get a result.
So we're going to have a dramatic ending to the season by the look of it.
It's going to be. And you know, the best part is they both kick off at the same time. Well, all the teams
kick off at the same time, yeah, 5 o'clock.
Which is brilliant. So you're not worried about what's happened. We need to do this, we need to do that. You just got to go out and do your job.
So up to this point, when you look at City, you look at Arsenal, here they are going into the last games of the season. Did you expect it to be these two teams in particular remaining, or maybe one change in Liverpool being there as well?
I expected all three to be there, to be very honest with you. But, you know, Liverpool went through that bad patch at the wrong time for them, and that's happened. But we've been saying now for months that it's going to go to the wire. And, you know, we've been vindicated. You know, you look at it and you see exactly where they are. Two teams deserve it. Yeah. I think, personally, I would prefer Arsenal to win it because I think of what they've done and how they've bounced back. But at the end of the day, it's what you do on the day, and that's what it's come down to, what we do on the day, last day of the season. And what a day it promises to be, the last day of the season. Arsenal, can they do it against Everton? Everton have been known to come up in games of this nature and make a game of it. That said, West Ham can do likewise, with Moyes bidding farewell to West Ham after what has been a lovely stint for him in his return to the top flight of English football. Or will Manchester City be the side to once again rule supreme over England? We'll find out together with the rest of the world in the days to come, and of course have Shane back to discuss it in what will be a dramatic ending to yet another fun season. So, Joyce Kosana up next. Let's discuss things locally.